Well, anybody with a computer and a 3D printer could soon make a firearm right out with no background check required. A settlement between the State Department and a Texas-based defense distributor will allow the nonprofit to release the blueprints for guns online starting August 1st. Our Washington Bureau reporter Samantha-Jo explains the growing concern about do-it-yourself weapons.
Goodness gracious. The last thing in the world we want is plastic guns that are lethal.
A DIY gun made at home with a 3D printer. In just a matter of days, it'll become a reality. This after the Trump administration settled with a nonprofit that plans to post the instructions for making the weapons on August 1st.
If you put the plans up there, then it's anybody that can go on and that has access to a 3D printer.
Senator Bill Nelson wants an explanation as to why the State Department settled and is allowing the blueprints to be published. And he's not alone.
I asked the State Department to please reconsider this decision. I think it has long-term national security and domestic security considerations for our country.
You have my commitment. I'll take a look at it.
It was back in 2013 when Defense Distributed posted the original printing manual for the 3D gun online. 5 days later, the government asked them to take it down. But by then, it was too late. It had already been shared over 100,000 times and posted elsewhere.
The drawings are out there already. People have them that are interested in them.
Lawrence Keene with the National Shooting Sports Foundation says the concern over 3D guns is being blown out of proportion.
The reality is the printers are extremely expensive. They cost many thousands of dollars to purchase them. And even if you print one of these items, they don't work very well. They don't last very long. Early iterations, they would only fire one shot and then fall apart and break.
Experts emphasize it's still illegal for a convicted felon to have a 3D printed gun because it's a firearm. But some lawmakers are calling for hearings and legislation to block the release of the blueprints. But August 1st is just around the corner.
The clock is ticking.
In Washington, Samantha-Jo, Spectrum, Bay News 9.
Gun rights advocates stress that all 3D printed guns have to comply with the Undetectable Firearms Act that requires any firearm has to contain metal, so it would not be able to pass through a metal detector without being